Come to me, my children. Follow the sound of my voice to receive thy blessings. Unburden yourself.
Ow, 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 ow.
And welcome to the Church of Last Resort with the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll. The Church of Last Resort, where your prayers are heard, your sins forgiven, and no matter what you believe, you won't believe this shit. And now, the Irreverent Reverend, the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll.
Good morning, good snowy fucking morning, brothers and sisters. And this includes our new members who may be enjoying us for the first time, wherever you may be and wherever you want to be, because you may not be where you want to be, yet there you are. And I hope where you are, it is better than where I am, mentally, physically, and geographically. But in my office, at least in my office, it is Sunday, January 25th, and 70 degrees, and no humidity. But on the other side of this wall, this motherfucking wall, it's 14 degrees with 100% humidity, and there's a good chance that I will be sick of snow by the end of this sentence. Yep, I'm sick of snow. Damn. Oh, Lord have mercy. Welcome to the Church of Last Resort. I am the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll, PhD, DS, ADHD, MCM, LIX. People have also called me the pervert pastor, the vulgar vicar of vice, the sexy shepherd, the missionary man, the minister of mischief, the wicked witness, the dirty deacon of doggy style, the frisky friar, the ass man abbot, the colored cleric, the blacklist theosophist, the booty-banging brother, the handsy high priest, the shameless shaman, Father Fistmas, the wicked I like to watch witness, the holy hoe, the divine dominating dominee, the depraved preacher, the tickle me theologian, the minister of making love, the clergy of cunning conversation while eating pussy, and that nasty N-word. The point is that I come by many names and by many methods, but I do not come easy. So good morning, everybody. Good morning, Kickbots. Got to start off my Sunday by saying good morning, Kickbots. Yes, indeed. And good morning, Side Quest, and good morning, Sunshine. Good morning, yes, indeed. And you can get a fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yes, indeed. So, brothers and sisters, let us begin, as always, with me reaching in my pocket and saying, in the name of George Carlin, Robin Williams, and Richard Pryor, can I get a fuck? Yeah. Fuck yeah! That's right, with the drum roll. That's right, because sometimes I reach in my pocket and I don't pull out this big black thing. But those other things, that's for another show. That's another show. So, brothers and sisters, okay, before I start my opening prayers, I'm going to admit something to you. First of all, I am distracted. Because we have a lot of snow falling, and I want to look out my window like every 5 seconds to see how bad it's gotten in 5 seconds. And my snowblower is in the shop. I'm going to shovel I'm at the help mode. Me and GD, because I'm at his place. I'm here at his house, and he wants to get it shoveled out. Otherwise, I can't leave, and he wants me to leave. When the show's over, he wants me gone. Like no sign of me anywhere. You know, he pulls that curtain on this. He pulls this curtain over so you don't see that. He's like I was never here. But if the snow is too deep, I can't leave. So the two of us are going to be out there with shovels, clearing out his driveway, which is 200. I think we measured at 280 feet, and it's gravel. So I'm distracted. I'm wondering how much work I got waiting for me when I leave here. It's hard. I'm thinking, motherfucker, can't, motherfucker. That's what I keep thinking. I mean, I know that's not the way a minister's supposed to talk. A minister should say motherfucker, okay, with the proper diction and not motherfucker. I understand. I understand there's a difference. My mother taught me better. She said enunciate. She did. I didn't always listen, but that's okay. It is time. It is time for our opening prayers, sponsored by Tantaley. If you need an opening, Tantaley has your opening needs. To be honest, I don't know if Tantaley is a sponsor or not for us, but I know they sponsor Coffee with the Dog, and I'm going to keep saying that because I like the way it sounds. If you need an opening, Tantaley has your opening needs. I mean, if there's someone else out there who makes a sex doll who really wants to be a sponsor, I'll substitute Tantaley for whatever you want. Okay? I'll substitute Tantaley for, if you want to sell sofas, okay? And you like the JD Vance sofa with the openings. I was like, sponsored by JD Vance sofas. If you need an opening in your sofa, JD Vance sofas has your opening needs. I'll do that. Okay. It's all about, for this section, it's about the money and the sponsorship and not about salvation. Okay. More like Salvation Army. Ding, ding. Give me some cash. All right. If you or someone you know is in need of a prayer by the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll, please send your request for a prayer or healing, forgiveness, any such request to me at drreverendjellyroll@gmail.com. And please remember to spell roll with an E on the end. Otherwise, someone else will get that request, and it will not be me, and I will not be held accountable. Okay, plain and simple. That's why we have disclaimers, and that's why we have attorneys. So now for our disclaimer. There's my chatbot. Hey, chatbot, my little kickbot. How's it going, my little kickbot? Who's a good little kickbot? Who's a good little kickbot? Yes, you are. You're the best little kickbot. Yes, you are. All right. Please. Okay, now for our disclaimer. I did that, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, no. While all prayers are heard, not all prayers are answered when we want them to be. Some loopholes and restrictions may apply. And I wish it were made right now, because we don't get this kind of shit in Maryland. I'm telling you, I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to think about it, but I almost have to think about it. I should open the window so I can see it and I can stop wondering what's happening on the other side of that window. But if I open that window, two things will happen. First, it'll change the lighting and I'll turn red, and not just from anger. And the other thing is I'll keep staring out the window going, motherfuck, when's it going to stop? And I know it's not supposed to stop till like tomorrow morning. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, brothers and sisters, please bow your head unless you're driving your car or your snowmobile or your snow thrower or your significant other. And if that is the case, just close your eyes. That's right, gently close your eyes and let Jesus do the driving while we pray. But do not let go of the wheel until you know Jesus has control, full control, not just the steering, but the gas and brake as well. That's not as well, that's as well. As well is what happens if Jesus does not have complete control and you let go and you, yes, as well, because you tighten up those buck cheeks so tight. Good morning, Sister Ann, out in early town, LA. Yes, indeed. They used to call it Tinsel Town. But once we started all this Zoom shit and people could be like anywhere in the world, it became early town. That's right. Dear Lord, please bless Brother Roger Allers. Roger Allers, an animator and screenwriter behind some of the most beloved films of the so-called Disney Renaissance period, has died. He was 76. His cause of death is believed to be a heart attack after a brief illness. His brief illness was either fruitable pneumonia or Tommy jaundice. I'm not sure what his brief illness was. They didn't say. It was, I believe it was one of those two. Allers worked in films like Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, and The Lion King, which he also co-directed. Allers also worked on Open Season and The Little Match Girl, about a young female arsonist, I think. I'm just going by the name. I had never seen that title before. Rest in peace, Roger. You put the cartoon before the horse. Can I get an inanimator? Because that's what he is right now. He's inanimate. That's right. Dear Lord, please bless Sister Kiana Underwood. Yes, indeed. Kiana Underwood, a child actor who appeared on Nickelodeon's All That, and Little Bill died after a hit and run in New York City she was 33. Underwood was first struck. She was first struck by a black SUV while crossing an intersection in Brooklyn's Brownsville neighborhood. Then, while lying on the street, she was hit by a black and gray sedan, according to the news outlets. So her cause of death was a hit and run, or black on black on black crime, because you got the black SUV, the black sedan, and the black person on the black asphalt. So it's black on black crime. Yes, that's it. Black on black on black on black. 4 blacks on crime. Or as they sometimes call it, asphalt assault. That's right. The operators of the vehicles did not remain on the scene. And so because of that, I'm going to make the following statement. Anyone with information about Underwood's death can contact the NYPD's Crime Stoppers hotline at 800-577-TIPS or 800-577-8477. Or you can dial 88857 pista, which is 74782 for people who speak Spanish. And you can tell me what I said later, because I was just reading it. I have no fucking idea. I don't hablo the Inglés. The hablo de Español. I don't speak it. Anonymous tips can also be submitted online at crimestoppers.nypdonline.org. All right, rest in peace, Kiana. You weren't old enough to be retired. Can I get a retread? Lord have mercy. Dear Lord, please bless Brother Valentino Garavani. See, I'm not Italian, but when I see names like that, it just comes out. Valentino Garavani, Italian fashion designer, has died. He was 93. Valentino, as he was known throughout the fashion world, passed away peacefully at his Roman residence. His cause of death is undisclosed. That's 1. Dubbed an international arbiter of taste by Vogue, notable women wore his designs at funerals and weddings, as well as on the red carpet. He dressed the likes of Audrey Hepburn, Jackie Onassis, as well as other stars from Anna Wintour to Gwyneth Paltrow to Zendaya. He dressed women so that we could undress them with our eyes. Valentino was best known for his signature red dress, which he wore around the house for his partner Bruce Hexema. That sounds like something. Heck, I got Hexema. Maybe it's Hoxema, but I think it's Hexema. Hoekesema. I don't know. I think if my last name was Hexema, I'd try to itch out a new name or something. See if I could, whatever. Rest in peace, Valentino. It seems that you've designed a lot of great dresses. You are down, but not forgotten. See, it seems, See, he was a fashion designer. It seems that you've designed a lot of dresses. You are gown, but not forgotten. Can I get an ahem? See, good God, I'm telling you, I'm rolling with the punches. Yes, indeed. Dear Lord, please dress brother Chet Brooks. Chet Brooks, a celebrated defensive back who won 2 Super Bowls with the San Francisco 49ers and made his mark at Texas A&M, has died. He was 60. Chet Brooks died after losing a battle with cancer, so his cause of death was defeat because he lost. Brooks' career at Texas A&M cemented him as one of the Aggies' defensive icons. Okay, I'm gonna let you know a little secret. There are like 100 colleges in this country that are called Aggies. Their mascot is the Aggies. Okay, and the A, which is like Texas A&M, North Carolina A&T, that A stands for agriculture. Okay, so it could be Texas. I don't know what the M stands for, but it could be like Texas Agriculture and Marketing. I don't know what the M is for. I know North Carolina, where I went. I did go to North Carolina A&T. The T stood for technical. So it's agriculture and technical. And their mascot was Aggies. Okay. So whenever you see the mascot Aggies, it's because that school is got agriculture somewhere in their name. And the physical mascot is often a bulldog, which I don't get that, but hey, they're cheap, I guess. He earned All-America and All-Conference honors while helping lead the team to 3 conference titles and multiple Cotton Bowl appearances. Now, multiple to me means more than 2, because they could have just said 2. But he was only in college for 4 years, so. See, Chet only played in the NFL for 3 years, and when knee injuries forced him to retire. And then at 3 years, he won 2 Super Bowls. Okay, he played college football for 4 years and won 3 conference titles. That's a motherfucker who knows how to win, or at least know how to be parts of winning teams. So I don't know what happened with this cancer team. Rest in peace, Chet. You were probably using a prevent defense. See, that's what happened with the cancer. That's why you lost a bout with cancer. You're using a prevent defense. And anybody who knows anything about football knows when you're ahead, you never use a prevent defense, because the only thing that does is prevent you from winning. And you lost. Can I get a better game plan? Dear Lord. Oh, yeah. Somebody, was that live footage from outside my door? Live footage. Damn it. Dear Lord, please bless brother Wilbur Wood. Wilbur Wood, a 3-time All-Star starting pitcher for the White Sox during the 1970s and one of the most durable arms baseball has ever seen, has died. So it was only his arm that was durable. The rest of him, not so much. He was 84. His cause of death is undisclosed. That's 2. Wood enjoyed a 17-year MLB career, but his best years came on the South Side. The left-hander was selected to the American League All-Star team in 1971, 1972, and 1974, establishing himself as one of the era's most reliable starters. Wood is widely regarded as the best knuckleball pitcher of all time. I'm sorry, I thought I had a knuckleball reference there, but I guess I didn't. Wood started both games of a doubleheader against the New York Yankees on July 20th, 1973. To date, he's still the most recent pitcher to start both halves of a doubleheader. So, so what if he lost both of them? The point is he started. It's the thought that counts. Ah, there it is. Rest in peace, Wilbur. You were a great knuckleballer, which sounds kinky to me. That's right. Can I get a reliever? Yes, indeed. Then I saw his arm. Dun, 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 dun. Now he's a reliever. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, sorry. Saw that knuckleball. Dun, 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 dun. Now he's a reliever. Dun, dun. Okay. Yeah. Dear Lord, please bless Sister Gladys West. Gladys West, pioneering. Let's try that again. Take two. Dear Lord, please bless Sister Gladys West. Dr. Gladys West, pioneering mathematician has died. She was 95. She was surrounded by loved ones at her passing. The cause of death is undisclosed. That's 3. Her name may not be familiar to you, but her contributions certainly are. West's work laid the foundation for the global positioning system. That's right. As you likely know from experience, GPS is now an essential component of industries ranging from aviation and emergency response, as well as ensuring that you get to that dinner party that you did not want to go to in the first fucking place, and you can no longer say, I got lost as an excuse because of GPS. Thank you very much. Okay, now that you know, maybe we should call GPS Gladys Positioning System. Rest in peace, Gladys. Many of us will be lost without you. Can I get a destination to go? And dear Lord, please bless the entire behind-the-scenes staff of Mind Dog TV. Yes, indeed. They were up last night performing their little heart out for all kinds of people. And we're going to hear about it later, live. But I'm just teasing. They're truly doing your work. You know, I know how hard it can be to get up early when you don't want to get up early to do something that you don't know that people want to do or see, but you do it anyway, out of commitment, out of love, out of devotion, out of loyalty, out of your mind. Yes.
That's garbage.
Yes, they are truly doing your work, Lord. Yes, they are. Because they are just spreading your word throughout the wordosphere. Yes, indeed. And they could be anywhere today, but instead they are here, wishing they were anywhere today. And that ought to count for something. So please reward them. Go to minddogtv.com/merch and place an order for something. You know, like maybe some of the Church of Last Resort gear, or maybe some coffee with the dog gear, or maybe some Mind Dog TV gear, or maybe some second gear. All right. Or what's that other one? C'est la gear. Yes, c'est la gear. Now let's have well, let me grab it first. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I should have grabbed it before I teased you with wanting to show it to you. There we go. Now, brothers and sisters, now let's have a little bump for the Lord. That's right. Brought to you by Bumping a Bottle, straight from our vineyards to your innards. Wine, just like Jesus used to make. Oh, Lord have mercy. You know, by the end of the day, this is going to be gone. Matter of fact, I'm going to take this out while I'm shoveling. Shoveling that much fucking snow with a shovel is not something you want to do sober. Matter of fact, I know right now vultures are gathering around the house. You have 2 old men like myself and GD out there with shovels, and the vultures are just going like, we know they're not going to make it. They're not going to make it. Not going to make it, never going to make it, never going to make it, never going to make it. So, brothers and sisters, in the name of George Carlin, Robin Williams, and Richard Pryor, can I get a fuck? Yeah. Fuck yeah! Yeah, yes, indeed. Yeah. You know, Sister Ann, I don't know why you think that's Boone's Farm. This is good stuff, okay? This is not Boone's Farm. This is Bump in a Bottle, okay? Don't be fooled by the color of the bottle. No.
Fucking liars!
This is the good stuff. Bump in a bottle. Wine just like Jesus used to make. Yes, indeed. That's right. Good morning, Brother Ian. Good morning. Bless it. Bless you. Bless you. Now, I'm going to say something real quick that I don't usually say because I've never had a reason to say it before. That's why I don't usually say it. Last week, I was in public. No, I was in public. And a young man said to me, Reverend, he goes, I watch you all the time. He goes, and he said, and I'm not sure why he said it or what he meant. He says, do you see me watching you? Okay. And then I looked at him and I said, do I see you watching? He says, do you know I'm watching? And the answer is no, I don't. See, I don't know the only people I know exist are the ones that actually put something in the chat room. Okay. They're the only ones I know exist, except for Kickbots. I don't think they exist, but they're in the chat room. So if you want me to know you're out there watching, you can put something in the chat room and I will know you're watching. Okay. That's it. I'm sorry. I didn't want to hurt his feelings, but for him to ask me if I knew he was watching, it's like, no, I don't. I only know what I see, and it doesn't tell me who's watching. It only tells me who chatted, and it makes it there. And that's not every chat. I don't see every chat, okay? Apparently, I see Twitch. Apparently, where's my magic mirror? I could do my little romper room thing. Damn it. I don't have a magic mirror. That's a fucking shame. I'm going to get me a magic mirror. I'm getting a magic mirror. Okay. Brothers, I just want to put that out there. Brothers and sisters, before I go on to the segment of looking for God in all the wrong places, I know that there are people out there who want to be on Coffee with the Dog. And some of them want to be on this as well, but I don't know how to do that for you. I don't know how to take a guess at it. But anyway, the point is, let's talk about Coffee with the Dog. There are people out there who want to be on Coffee with the Dog. The people who make movies, people who do comedy, people who sing songs, write songs. People have trades that they want people to know about, artisans and artisans and things like that. This young lady, my good friend, Sister Curly Hair So Bright, is going to tell you how you can be on Coffee with the Dog.
Comedians, musicians, songwriters, filmmakers, authors, and podcasters. Coffee with the Dog is booking for the
winter and spring
now. Get free publicity and hone your interview skill in a fun and safe setting. Coffee with the Dog is a live stream podcast based in New York that airs daily Monday to Friday 9 a.m. to 11 o'clock in syndication on iHeartRadio, as well as video streaming platforms like YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and many other platforms. Guests usually come on remotely via StreamYard, like Zoom but easier, although occasionally we do in-studio interviews. The morning show focuses mainly on comedians and musicians, and they have interviewed many top names and classic celebrities such as Robert Klein, Mike Binder, Eddie Brill, Doug Stanhope, Steve Byrne, Paul Provenza, Jeff Altman, and many, many others. For booking, go to minddogtv.com/booking.
Brother Ian. I have to laugh because Brother Ian says, if you're already doing voiceover corrections in editing, you may as well voice the entire script. You missed the point. That wasn't a correction. Lord have mercy. Stomp my foot.
Praise the Lord.
Yes, praise the Lord. Yes, indeed. Now, brothers and sisters, just so you know, Well, first of all, thank you, Sister Curly Hair So Bright. Sister Curly Hair has been doing this for quite some time. Out of the goodness of her heart, a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful human being. Even though her voice drops, because she was going through a voice change when she did that. The thing is, she recorded it at one point, and then she came in later to do the updates. You know, winter, fall, spring, whatever the seasons are. Fall, winter, spring, summer, fall. She came back later to do that and did not remember what voices she was using, so she did it in her radio voice, not her natural speaking voice, and that's what happened. But thank you for thinking that I did that voiceover. Do you think my voice sounds like that? No. And gentlemen, she's single. Now for Looking for God in All the Wrong Places segment. Today we're going to look at the song, a song by Collective Soul called Shine. It was written in 1989. He did not release it until 1993. I do not know why the delay, but the song speaks of a spiritual journey, universal in its appeal, where the individual seeks guidance and a sign from above. It encapsulates the human condition, our intrinsic need to understand our place in the grand cosmos, and the eternal quest for a love that transcends the physical realm. Ed Roland, the author of this particular piece, said the following in an interview with Pop Break. Quote, "I'll never forget my dad came to me and said, 'You know, shine is a prayer.' And I said, 'No, it's not. I wasn't praying.' Now I go back and I look on it, and Dad being Dad, he was right. It was like someone write a little prayer. It was like someone write a little small prayer. I didn't intend it to be. I was a starving musician out of desperation, looking for help. If you go back on it, it truly was my upbringing, and what I was taught was coming out." All right, so we have a little bit of background from Ed Roland himself, speaking of this song. It begins, "Give me a word, give me a sign, show me where to look, tell me what I will find. What I will find." Okay, the author opens the song by saying, "Speak to me, God. Okay, give me a word, speak to me." He's listening, he's waiting. It says, "Give me a sign." Okay, speak to me, give me a sign. So there's something inside him that says, I need reassurance that you're there. Okay, this is a sign of a lack of faith or troubling time. Because when things are good, you don't go around, "Hey God, give me a sign," because things are so good you think those are the signs. Okay, it's like if I walked outside and I found $100 bill, I don't go, "God, show me a sign." No, I look at the $100 bill that I just found and go like, "Thank God," and I just put it in my pocket because that was my sign. If you believe in that way, okay? Or because let's say I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I haven't been going out drinking, and I've been sober, but also money's been tight. And I go out and I find that $100 bill and I go, "Whoa, thank God." And now I want to celebrate and I go out and I buy drinks. See, that $100 bill may not be from God then. See, that sign may not be from God. That sign may be from, let's say, the anti-God who wants you off the wagon. So people find the signs where they seek the signs, but they may not be the signs. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm signing? Okay. So the most common thing that people ask God for is a sign. It's not money. It's not sex. It's not help. It's for a sign. That is the most common thing. If you Google search the most common things that God has asked for, it's a sign. Okay. And he says, show me where to look. Okay. Because he wants a sign. And he's like, I'm not seeing it. So show me where to look for the sign. Okay. Show me. Now we call this segment Looking for God in All the Wrong Places, and with good reason, because it sounded catchy. But this particular song almost makes it seem like we knew what we were doing when we came up with that title, Looking for God in All the Wrong Places. Okay? Most people look for some grandiose sign when they are looking for a sign from God. Okay? They're looking for the big earthquake, boom, boom, or that the big thunderstorm, a boom, boom, or something, ball of fire, comet. But according to the Old Testament, and God said this to Elijah in the Bible, page 96. Sorry, that's an homage to a former comrade who unfortunately died to me. God said to Elijah, quote, go forth. Okay, this is the King James Dean version. So if you have a Bible like mine, which is not a King James Bible, it is the New American something. I forgot. I haven't looked at it for a while. But anyway, there's like 13 different types of Bibles. And if you open yours because you want to, it's Kings. It's in Kings. I don't know if it's First Kings or Second Kings or Martin Luther Kings, Billie Jean Kings. I don't know. But it's in Kings. But if you know where it is and you open up your Bible and the words are a little bit different, you may have a different version. That's all I'm saying. So God said to Elijah, quote, go forth and stand upon the mount before the Lord. Okay. And behold, the Lord passed by, and a great and strong wind rent the mountains. Okay, tore, rent. That's why I had to say King James. Nobody else talks like this. Rent the mountains. Really? Rent the mountains is what rich white people do when they want to go skiing. They rent the mountains so they could do that. This is just poor old Jews up in the desert. So anyway, and strong wind rent the mountains, broke it, and break in pieces the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. That's right. The Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind, an earthquake. But the Lord was not in the earthquake. That's right. He was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake, a fire. But the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, a still small voice. And it was so, when Elijah heard it, that he wrapped his face in his mantle and went out and stood in the entering of the cave. And behold, there came a voice unto him and said, what you doing here? I'm sorry. It said, what dost thou here? What doest thou here, Elijah? Okay, now this is the funny thing that's always tickled me. God says, go to the cave, and then you're in the cave, and God says, what you doing here? It's almost like God has amnesia or senility or Godheimer's disease or something. It's like, you sent me to the cave, and now you want to know what I'm doing here? It's like, I'm looking for a sign. But I just heard it was a small voice. I'm sorry, I thought so. But that's not. We can discuss the fact that God forgot why Elijah was there. It's like, I don't know. I send people everywhere. It's like, you know what it is? It's like God is a mom in the kitchen making something, and Elijah's like the little kid. He's bothering the mom, and the mom just wants Elijah out of the hair, and so says, Elijah, go play. Get your Fisher Price lawnmower and cut the grass. And then, she goes back to doing stuff in the kitchen. And then Elijah's like, I'm done cutting the grass. And she goes, what? Cutting the grass? Why are you cutting the grass? Because she didn't really care where he went. She just wanted him out of his hair. See, a lot of people don't know this about Elijah. He was a prophet, Elijah. He was always in God's ass. Always. It's like, God. It's like, Elijah, go to the cave. Wait for a sign. Okay, sorry. That's in Kings. first or second. I don't know. You can check it out. All right. The author, that'll be Ed Roland, asks, what will I find? Okay. And that depends on you. We talked about the $100 bill. Okay. You can be shown a pile of horseshit and expect to find a pony somewhere in that pile, because that pile of horseshit is your sign that there's a pony nearby. See, not every sign is so obvious. Some signs, like I said, especially when you're looking for a sign, it may not be a real sign. It could be your own optimism that some things are going to get better, but you just need a reason to believe that things are going to get better. So you say, I need a sign, and you walk outside and you see a butterfly, and you live in a place with flowers, so you're going to see butterflies. But the day you notice a butterfly, because you need a sign, because you need something to help you feel a little bit better about yourself, you go like, oh, look, a butterfly. There's my sign. And meanwhile, the butterfly's going, thank you. You got any nectar? Was like this. That's a hummingbird. This is a butterfly, right? This is a bat. Let's see. Let me get this right. This is a bat. This is a butterfly. This is a hummingbird. Okay. The point is, it's out there, and that's your sign. I know lots of people who think cardinals are a sign of past people that have passed. Okay. So they go out, someone has died, and someone's always dying. Okay. And they're sitting outside mourning, and then they see a cardinal and they go, that was my father talking to me, telling me everything's going to be okay. Or they're sitting outside and a hummingbird, flips their forehead, and they go, that was my father telling me, that was my late father telling me everything's going to be all right. That hummingbird was my father saying everything's going to be all right. No, that hummingbird was a hummingbird saying, hey, the fucking feeder's empty. Hey, the feeder's empty. I'm going to do this until you fix the feeder. Fill that feeder, and then I'll go away because I'll be at the feeder. So sometimes people are looking for signs that they're only the signs that they need to feel good at the moment. So the next verse, lay me on the ground and fly me in the sky. Show me where to look. Tell me, what will I find? What will I find? Again, now this is the funny, I kind of like this verse, the first two lines of this verse. Lay me on the ground and fly me in the sky. Now, what we're trying to figure out is the author indecisive? It's like, yeah, lay me on the ground and fly me in the sky. Do both. Yeah, both. Almost like a kid. Pick me up, put me down. Pick me up, put me down. Or they're just not picky. Lay me on the ground, fly me in the sky. I don't care. Just touch me. Or is he saying, and this is where I lean. Well, actually, I lean to the next point. Well, so is he saying, bend me to your will? Like, okay, you can lay me on the ground, you can fly me in the sky. No. But because of the way he says it, see, because there's going to be several interpretations, as I just did, but there's one little word, a three-letter word that's going to make a difference. And it's not yes, sorry, Shriners. It's and, okay? And so because of that word and, he's saying, lay me on the ground and fly me in the sky. So it's like laying on the ground is submission, okay? I'm submission. And after they've submissed, God, take me to new heights. I'm submissed. Now, no, I'm submissed. I'm on the ground. I'm here now in the sky. Here we go. Take me to new heights. After I've been, I'm submissive now and take me to new heights. Okay. I will submit and you can take me to new heights. Now, this is the most difficult part of the song because I have been trying to figure out what this part is. I spent several hours looking up. I pulled out my thesaurus, my dictionary, pulled out a bunch of stuff. And maybe you can help me, okay, for this part. Yeah. 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 I don't know what that means. Okay, I tried breaking it down with the chord structure and the melody and the rhythm and yeah. I don't know what he means. So I'm gonna take the easy way out and leave that for you to interpret. Okay, you can interpret the da 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 da. Yeah, all right, and let me know what you think, and I'll see. Because like I said, I've been twisting my brain, and I had to stop. I had to stop because I was getting so stuck up on the yeah, and I was like, no, okay, well let me go to the next part. Whoa, see, heaven let your light shine down. Okay, now he says that 4 times. Whoa, heaven let your light shine down. Oh yeah. Whoa, hi, yeah. Heaven let your light shine down. Says it 4 times. No. Basically, I got that down to 1 sentence. Okay. I'm in a dark place, light my way. Okay. Because that's where he starts off. He starts off in a questioning place, an insecure place, a dark place. And so, shine your light down, not like you're in it, but don't walk towards it. Okay. I'm not going to walk toward it. You just shine the light and I'll look. I'm not walking toward it. I'll go, okay, there's the light. Just want to make sure. Okay. Next verse. Love is in the water. Love is in the air. Show me where to look. Tell me, will love be there? Will love be there? Now, this is slightly different approaches before. Because before, he was asking for a sign, and will the sign be there? But now he's like, oh, well, I think he knows what he needs now. Or at least he says he sees something different. Because he declares, okay, this is a declaration. Love is in the water. Okay, love is in the air. So it's like it's everywhere. Okay, but show me where to look. Because, okay, he apparently doesn't have the love. He sees it all around him, but he's not experiencing it. So show me where to look for it. And will love be there? No. Will it be on Craigslist? If I look on Craigslist for love, will I find it? If I go down to the block, if looking for love, will I find it? If I go to the strip bar with a $100 bill that I found on the ground, looking for love, will I find it? I want to know. But this is why I break it down more than I need to break it down, because I'm a broke down minister. Water and air are 2 of 4 elements. Well, 5 if you're a theosophist like myself, where we have ether. But earth, fire, water, and air. Okay, earth represents stability. Okay, groundness, fertility, materiality, potential, and stillness. Okay, it's associated with the season of winter and direction of north. Okay, that's earth. That's in a nutshell what earth represents. So it doesn't say love is in the earth. Okay, because again, earth represents stability and groundedness. If you've ever been in love, the last thing you feel is stable and grounded. If you feel flighty and lightheaded, and like anything can happen, and sometimes does, or maybe even a little bit crazy. Okay, fire represents transformation, renewal, and rebirth. Okay, it is associated with the season of summer and the direction of south. And then when people south, see, people say often when people say south, they say we're going down south. Okay, and that's also where they say hell is down, not down south, but down. Okay, and that's where they say the fire is. But again, that's just symbolism. Okay, but because fire represents transformation and renewal, I don't know why love is not in the fire. But actually, I do know why love is not in the fire. It says fire represents transformation and rebirth. But there's a reason for that. In order for fire to exist, it has to wipe out the very thing that it's feeding on. Okay, so if a fire rushes through the woods, just rushes through the woods, it burns down the trees and the nests that the animals are in, and some of the animals, unfortunately, and some of the eggs that are in the nest are now scrambled, or boiled or whatever, poached. But the fire goes through and does all that. But in a year or two, where all that old dead wood was, fresh, new, young saplings, rebirth comes up from that ashes, okay? And those ashes becomes nutrients for the new saplings, okay? And then the forest is transformed from this old rotting place to a new place with bones from the animals from the old place. So perhaps that's why love is not in the fire and not in the earth. But he says love is in the water and love is in the air. And air represents intellect, ideas, and communication. Okay. It is associated with the seas on the spring and the direction of east. Okay. Seas, it says the seas. Okay. Now, and it's funny because it's associated with seas, which you would say water, but air. Sorry. Air is, like, how should I put it? There's a quality that both air and air and water have. They go around the thing before them sometimes. Sometimes there's so much air and so much water just knocks the shit over. Like earlier when the wind came and rented the mountain for the weekend and didn't get his deposit back because it broke the stones. So they say air is in the love is in the air, love is in the water. Now water represents emotion. Now that makes sense. Love is an emotion. Okay, so obviously yes, water, air, ideas. Quite often when people are in love, they get these notions of romantic notions, these ideas that it's going to last forever. Okay, love does not. Okay, maybe love does last forever, but relationships don't. Every relationship ends, and they all end badly. Either a breakup or death. Doesn't matter. I knew a couple that were married for 63 years, and she died, and he remarried. Okay, and he still loved his ex-wife. He still mourned her. Actually, we used to talk about it, but I'm lonely. I'm going to remarry, and so he sold his property, and they built a development there, and on that property, in that development, they named one street after his first wife, but 2 streets, and he named the whole community after his second wife, I think. That's beside the point. I should have just scrolled so I would know where I was going to go next. So anyway, he says, so the author states that love is in the water and love is in the air. So, but he's saying, show me where to look, okay? Because I don't see it. Where's my love? Okay, where is my love? Teach me how to speak. Continues. Teach me how to speak. Teach me how to share. Teach me where to go. Tell me, will love be there? Will love be there? Okay, he's still looking for that love thing, okay? But the beautiful thing about this sign, this is teach me. The 2 words, teach me, okay? For me, the most important part of this verse is teach me. See, when someone teaches you how to do something, you now know how to do it for yourself and for others. So this is what point says, I want to find love. And this says, and teach me how to share. I want to find love. And I want to show other people how to do it too. I don't just want it for myself. I want it for everybody like me who can't find it. So teach me. Teach me. See? And so teach me to speak differs from earlier where it says, give me a word. Okay. Give me a word. Like he's not saying teach me at that point. He's just like desperate for a sign. Now he's saying, I want to get this and share this. In the beginning, he wasn't even talking about sharing. He was just saying, just give me a sign. I'm just so lowly, give me a sign. Now, just pick me up. But now it's not just about picking me up. It's about picking up others as well. And then we get to that mystical part. We go, yeah, that part, okay? So, no, I know it's snowing. I see it. It's just, I'm so hot, it's not accumulating on my body. I see it snowing. But there's that part again. I'm not going to break this down again. The and the wall heaven let your light shine down. we think we've covered that. Now, the fifth verse is same as the first. Give me a word, give me a sign. Show me where to look. Tell me what will I find. And what kind of gets like, okay, I guess at this point, he did not get the love he's looking for, because he's no longer talking about sharing the love. It's like he gave up, almost like, okay, let your light shine down. Oh, heaven, let your light shine down. And I'm assuming at this point, since he went back to the beginning where it says, give me a word, give me a sign, that he did not find the love or get the sign that he wanted. Okay. Little motherfucker's impatient. Okay. And usually, if you go to the Old Testament, God is not very good with impatience. You know, Moses, God said to Moses, my people are thirsty. They need water. And God said to Moses, take your staff and tap the rock one time. Just tap it, and the water will flow. Oh, and Moses go, okay. Then he goes to the rock and he taps it, and the water doesn't flow fast enough. So he taps it again, and then the water flows. But now God's mad. God is like, I said tap it one time. Why did you doubt me? You know how long it takes water to flow? You know, it just doesn't, it's not like a spigot where the water's just sitting right behind that little spigot. You turn it and the water flows. The water's got to come from someplace. Okay, when we're in the house and we turn the spigot, the water is like right there. It's waiting. It's saying, turn me on. It may not be the temperature you want, but it's water and it's wet. And it may not be the color you want. It may have to run a little, but it's there. God is not patient with people who are impatient. That's all I'm saying. You know. But so that's the first verse again. Then the sixth verse is the same as the one after the first. Lay me on the ground and fly me in the sky. Show me where to look. Tell me, what will I find? What will I find? So it sounds like he's going back to being doubtful because he didn't find that love in the beginning. And then it's like, yeah, that part all over again. Yeah, yeah. No, heaven, let your light shine down. It's like, okay, I'm waiting. Okay. But then if you go to the song, it picks up. The music picks up. And he starts singing, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. Heaven's little light gonna shine on me. Okay, he's found it. He's found his sign and he's feeling it. He's like, I'm gonna let it shine. It's gonna shine. And I'm not gonna stop it. Almost like this, it was there all along. Okay. Almost like it was there all along. Because he's like, I'm gonna let it shine. Like he was stopping it. It's like it was there. Now I'm gonna let it shine. It was always there. Like he said, love is in the air, love is in, so he just let it happen. It's like, I'm gonna let it shine. It wasn't that the light wasn't there. I just wasn't seeing it. And then it goes, heaven's little light gonna shine on me. Now this song turns to celebration and affirmation. I'm gonna let it shine. You know, like he has all this power. I'm gonna let it shine. And that's how the song ends. It says, come on and shine. Shine, come on and shine. Shine on me. Yeah, come on and shine. And that's how the song ends, with an affirmation. He feels it. And I hope you feel it too. Yes. Oh, yes. Just like Brother Mind Dog says, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Okay, because the light was always there. He was just not seeing it. So, I do want to, for those who are like in the world where they're not seeing it live, but they'll see this later, I would like to promote two things. One thing. Let's just do one thing. The GD is in a show. He's headlining next month, and the show is a hybrid show. It's live at the Stables in Westminster, but it's also streaming live on Plausible.com if you cannot make it to the Stables. And here is that little ditty for you right now.
Stables in Westminster, Maryland presents Funny Old Farts featuring G.D. Fenderson.
You know you want it, you dirty little bird.
Walter Gottlieb.
Okay, who's got their hand on my ass?
David Yakeley.
Pigeons taste like chicken.
And Sandy Bernstein as the beaver.
I deserve to be pampered.
Come and experience Funny Old Farts on February 19th at 7 p.m. at the Stables located at 452 East Main Street, Westminster, Maryland. Tickets are $15 and are available online at www.thestables@westminster.net and at the door. You must be 18 or over to get in, and adult diapers are not included. Funny Old Farts, we've seen some shit, and you can too, on February 19th at 7 p.m. at the Stables at 452 East Main Street, Westminster, Maryland. Doors open if you pull them. If you cannot make it to the Stables, you can stream it live on plausible.com/GDFenderson for $5 per device.
Wow. Okay. While that was going on, I was catching up on the chat, and that was very funny, Mr. New Zealand, Heavy Kev. How does Moses make coffee? He brews it. He brews it. See? Yeah. Did you get that? Did you get that? Did you get that? He brews it. I hope you got that. So, brothers and sisters, I want to thank those of you. This is the conclusion of our show, Church of Last Resort, episode 119. I want to thank those of you who have subscribed to my fledgling YouTube channel, Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll, and bless you if you've also signed up for my Facebook fan page. I also want to invite you to check out GD Fenderson on gigsalad.com/GD Fenderson if you should ever want to rent him for, let's say, a party or entertainment, comedic entertainment for your private event. On behalf of the Church of Last Resort and the entire Roll family, my wife Amona, my kids Cinnamon and Jelly Jr., our cat Tootsie, and our dog Stop Dropping, I wish you safe travels, especially with all this fucking snow. I hope you'll join us next week at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, on Eastern Orthodox Time, on Mind Dog TV, and everywhere that our word is heard. And if you have Monday off because of the snow, don't thank me. Don't blame me. Okay, last week, if you had Monday off for MLK Day, yeah, you could thank me or thank a Negro. This shit, if you're off on Monday because you can't get out your driveway, don't blame me, don't thank me, don't call me. I may be stuck as well. So brothers and sisters, in the name, first, so be safe, be warm, be kind, be gone. No, I'm sorry, be kind. And in the name of George Carlin, Robin Williams, and Richard Pryor, can I get a fuck yeah? Fuck yeah! Yes, indeed. Thank you, thank you, thank you.